So we back. Right after the last video, we're trying to take advantage of the time to make a quick cologne review of this um certain brand I have here. Pretty common, pretty cheap, pretty budget friendly fragrance right here for everyday use. Rayhaan Ocean Rush. First of all, guys, just like I got in a little deep topic last video, I also want to get in a deep topic about notes and about every fragrance influencer spitting all this nonsense about how they smell every single note. First of all, let me just this video is kind of gonna be mainly about those people and not really about this fragrance because I really got nothing much to say about this. But a lot of influencers out there and a lot of people, they tell you every single note from Fragrantica, and they try to tell you that they could smell every single one of them, which is pretty dang dumb to me, because they forget what maceration is. Maceration is literally the process of them blending the notes so they become smooth and you can't distinguish the overlaps. They can't overlap each other. Oh, this smells like rosemary. Oh, now it smells like cascabone. No, that's what I dislike people so much to say that. They open it, spray it. Oh, what a dummy, that would burn. They spray it, and they're like, "Ooh, I smell the bergamot, the mandarin, the musk, the cologne, the cascalone, the aquasone." Buddy, you don't smell none. What you're smelling is a blend of all those notes together. So, if there's any specific person that tells you "Oh, you definitely smell this," no. Well, maybe they're right. Cause like I said, or I must say, there is some fragrances that you could definitely smell certain notes on. Example, you smell Bleu de Chanel. First thing you smell in the opening, the EDP. You smell the sweet, kind of smooth, how do you say it? Grapefruit, and it's pretty noticeable. You notice it a lot. Or when you spray arrows, EDT sample, you do smell the mint, the beginning, the very first beginning. But when you go into a more blended, more specifically this, top note, cascalone, aquasone, bergamot, green mandarin, mid notes, rosemary, cypress, lavender, base notes, musk, patchouli, and amber. These are not notes that you could quickly recognize. You're not gonna instantly recognize patchouli or cypress on this. You're not. Or aquasone or cascalone, unless you have a couple of fragrances that have those notes and are pretty prominent on it, then no one is gonna instantly notice all those specific notes in a fragrance, specifically within a short, or right after they smell it, right a couple of seconds. Oh, it dried down. Now I'm able to pick it up. No. When it dries down, yeah, you're able to pick up certain other notes that weren't during the opening. That's a fact. Doesn't mean you automatically can smell every single one of them. So these kind of people that are out there telling you, "Oh, this smells specifically like this," they're kind of just, I don't even know what they're doing. I don't get what they went from that. I guess they just want to put an image in your head, so when you buy the fragrance, you're expecting something. Then, reality hits when you finally get that fragrance, and you're like, "What? Dude, smell nothing like dude described it." So yeah, when you smell nose, there's a guy I like. I'm gonna tag him if I find his YouTube, because dude speaks facts. Dude speaks straight facts, and I like that guy. And he shows you how you can smell certain notes of fragrances, which I wanted to make a video on, but he really does edit, which I don't. So I'd rather just leave it to him. I'd rather just give credit to him so I could go watch his videos and learn about how to distinguish certain notes. But yeah, example, you have, like I said, Blue de Chanel. That's pretty prominent on grapefruit. So have a smell on the opening, get used to the opening, and every time you smell fragrance that has grapefruit and you kind of, you know, relate that smell, then there you go. You learn what grapefruit smells like. Because, you know, in cologne and yeah, fragrance wise, like, they're not really gonna be as photorealistic as, you know, slicing open a grapefruit or watermelon. Like, they're really not gonna be like that. Like, example, Cascalone is kind of, I think it's extracted from watermelon. I think it's a watermelon particle or something, but it doesn't smell like, what do you say? Let me see. Example, I got a fragrance recommendation from Leaps. I got Atlantis X-ray or something. You know, the cool looking purple bottle. Oh, that thing still burns. What the heck? Because this dude literally posted a video saying the most photorealistic watermelon fragrance out there. I got it. One of the biggest disappointments, y'all. It smelled nothing like a photorealistic watermelon. When you say photorealistic, it means a literal sliced natural watermelon. You smell it and you're like, oh, that's nice. Whereas this dude was, he's over here describing a photorealistic watermelon. As to me, it was one of the most artificial freaking shampoo types of cologne. Like, oh, dude, smells straight like shampoo. This, I could tell you guys, it does smell pretty aquatic. Kind of like sweet though. It's not like Dolce Gabbana, which is more citrus, or how do you say it? Acqua di Gio, like, it's not. Those are more like citric. Those are more like, you know, yeah, citric. Acqua di Gio is mainly more mineral, more, instead of this having amber, which is sweeter. Acqua di Gio has what Broxen or ambergris, so it's a little bit like more like Sauvage, more like a wet stone feeling rather than a Baccarat Rouge type of amber. Which I'm not saying you're getting Baccarat Rouge here, but it's definitely a sweeter amber. It's not gonna be like a wet stone or a concrete or, you know, yeah, it's not gonna be none of those type of earthy, gray smells. It's definitely more of a sweet amber. Together with the lavender, because you kind of do smell lavender. I guess you can smell the Aquazone because there is a note that kind of smells like, you know, like what you would picture something like a water candy to smell like. When you think of water, think of a candy that would like, how do you say? Yeah, think of a candy that would try to act like water, you know? Like, I don't know. Think of a gummy that's supposed to be like a shark or something. And then that smells like this. You know, it's not salty. It's not salty at all. So it's not gonna remind you of the ocean, like on the salty, on the algae. Like, it's none of those. It's not seaweed smell. It's kind of more like like I said, think of the color blue. I hate when people say that, like, oh, think of the color purple. Think of, because I'm like, wait, well, what am I supposed to think? But yeah, just kind of think of a blue candy that's supposed to be like, I don't know, a fish or something. Never mind, it's not fishy at all. It's just what you would expect as a kid to be like a water smell. That's kind of what it is. You do get a lot of amber, a lot of lavender. a bit of cascalone. I definitely smell, and I could tell you guys, I smell the cascalone because I don't know if you guys ever smelled Latafa Atlas. That has cascalone, and that kind of dries into this like almost sweet watermelon feel in the background, and that smells pretty dang close to this. So that's what I can tell. There's definitely cascalone in here. I can't distinguish Aquazone, which might be the gummy candy weird whatever note. But yeah, that's definitely cascalone in there. There's definitely lavender from the sweet lavender. Kind of smells like a washing, like a hand, like a rosemary hand soap. That's what I'm saying. We kind of like relate the notes. Amber though, I really do smell the amber. It's in the base, and the amber is what makes it like gives it this like vanilla almost smell. Because like I said in the opening, you kind of smell the aquas on more. Like the opening is kind of true. The top notes are kind of true to the opening. My bad. So you definitely do smell more Aquazone, more Cascalone in the opening, and when it dries, it smells sweeter. And I'm guessing it's for the amber. I'm guessing because of the amber. But yeah, you get a fresh, not fresh, like not too fresh. It's kind of like a sweet fresh in a way. Like I said, if you ever smell Chanel Lure Sport, this is kind of like the dry down of it, or like the mid of it. I guess more of like the mid. But yeah, it kind of stays linear. Like after those kind of top notes go away, kind of becomes a little sweeter rather than a little fresher. So hope this helped. I don't edit this, so peace.